I just realized, just this moment, that I have been pressing an extra button for a long time. I usually unmute myself a couple seconds before the end of the countdown, just to like quadruple verify that I'm not muted anymore when I switch the scene and start the stream. But I realized just as I did that, I did it in the other order. And I saw that I haven't macroed to unmute when I switched to that scene in the first place because I had left myself muted a few too many times. I've been double unmuting. Let me see here. We had X Glitters with a brand new sub during the countdown. Thank you very much and welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Riley Chrisman with an 8-month resub. Cheers. And Kikamon with an 8-month resub, once again dropping off the simp tax. Sari Solord with a 2-month resub. Thanks, guys. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening to you all. Good afternoon, Hazel. How's it going? Sup, Superman? It's going all right. It's going okay. I'm doing all right. I'm in the eternal struggle of I want to play WoW, and there's so much WoW to play. There's so much WoW to play, and there's only so many hours in a day, and sometimes you need to spend other ones to do pesky things like sleep or make raid guides. So, alas, my resources are limited, and my appetite is endless, and I have a lot of different things I can do, and I haven't decided what it is that I'm going to do yet. Oh no, a slight inefficiency. I know, right? I mean, I'm always complaining about how I don't have time for anything, so it's really my own fault for not optimizing my process better. Serious question. I am stood next to Knack, the Thunder, who drops a mount, but I'm on Chromie time. Scaling sucks, can't kill it. What do I do? You've got a great start there with your Bible thumb. You do cry, and you give up. I kept running into... I was leveling in Chromie time as well, and I was in Pandaria, and I kept being like, oh, Shaw of Anger's up, and then I realized there's never going to be a level, like, anybody that can kill this. You're never going to get a group of enough people that are leveling in Chromie time that want to kill it for a mount chance. Or at least it seems highly improbable, so it sucks to see it up, but I don't think there's a good way to actually do it. Imagine sleeping. I need my sleep. I need it. Yeah, he always has the big bed. Joker always has the big bed. He just goes back and forth between the two. Not gonna ask you why you were looking at your chair in profile. You do you. Not gonna ask you why you were looking at your chair. Oh, character. Not gonna ask why you were looking at your character in profile. Oh, like spinning them to the side? Dropping by to say thanks for quick bit guides to dungeons and raids. By far easiest, most effective way to learn. Thanks for watching them. Alright, so... let me reintroduce you to my progress. I'm instantly warm. This always happens to me. St. Penhella, thank you very much for the bits. Evening, Hazel. I have a dilemma. I really want to spend time playing WoW, but I can't raid. Can you enjoy WoW content without the optimal gear? Any advice to fill that void? Absolutely. 100%. You don't need to raid. If you don't want to raid, you don't need to raid. If you can't raid, you don't need to raid. You can get your gear from, you could just get World Quest gear. You can play all by yourself and pretend that everybody else is a robot if you really want to, and just do World Quest and calling and get gear from that, and that's going to be gear that's good enough for you to enjoy the game running around collecting things and digging through secrets and doing rares and treasures and collecting stuff. There's no reason that you have to raid if you don't want to. You can get decent gear from just outdoor stuff and professions, and then you can get better gear if you're into dungeons. You certainly don't need to raid to be able to do stuff in the game. Gecko, thanks very much for gifting a gift sub. Hey, that's how I play. Haven't even started the X-Pack yet. I still haven't picked a class to main. I don't know why it's so hard. Crazy thought. Have you thought about just leaving it up to fate and just finding a random generator and just committing to it? Because maybe the hardest part of the choice is choosing, and then every class and every spec has something to offer. Maybe you just need to pick one arbitrarily and then learn to love it later. Abyss, thank you very much for the 3-month resub, and Elluderate with a 13-month resub. You guys got the train going. Thank you very much. I only raided one character, the rest are just world explorers. Oh yeah. I only raid on one, and then I'll PvP on maybe one, and honestly for me right now that's a later me problem, and then the rest of them are just for whatever I feel like, really. So, this character, item level up to 149. Thank you, I know. It's really spectacular. It's fine, it's fine. She's, for what, she's been level 60 for 10 hours, really? She's been level 60 for 10 hours, and I'm at level 149. and I don't know what to do. I have too many choices. I did just get to Renown. Oh, you know what it was? You know what I was going to do, actually, is like I just got to Renown 3, and then the game broke. I got kicked off, or it just wasn't working. Nothing was spawning. And it seems to be better now. I just unlocked this new thing, so I was going to make sure that, yeah, I've spec'd that, and then for my other path over here, that I have that. I figure when I'm healing dungeons, I'm doing this path, and then when I'm just out in the world, I do Desperate Prayer, and I should really find a keybind for it on Shadow Spec. I made myself a bunch of modifier macros, actually, for Holy Spec, so that I managed to fit more buttons onto my bars. You know, time will tell if I actually press those buttons, but I do have them shoved in there underneath other stuff with a modifier now. Question's gonna be if I remember where I put stuff. System sound on. There we go. Love your stream. You know what the max level of gear in Shadow? You know what is the max level of gear in Shadow? Shadowlands? So my first instinct to figure that out would be to open up the raid tab, look at Mythic Nathria loot from Denathrius. Item level 233, I would assume is our item level cap for this patch, because if that's what you're getting from Mythic Denathrius, I don't think you're getting anything better at anywhere else. Nightfay armor is perfect for Hunter. Is it bad that I'm going with the Covenant that has the best aesthetics? Nah, you're good. You're good. You gotta live your life. I know quite a few people that are doing the same thing, myself included. So I need to go back into the Maw. And I need to do whatever they want me to do there. And I know I need a bunch more Torghast. I had Mr. Nutty explain to me the difference between levels and layers and wings, and clearly didn't retain all of it. But apparently I need to do a ton more Torghast, and I'm not pleased about it. I might just save the Torghast and do that like in a group later, like off stream with my guild or something like that. Just have some people drag me. Or maybe I should try it as Holy. That's another thing, is I did it as Shadow and I wasn't having a great time. So maybe what I need to do is just go solo Holy Priest and find out what that scaling's like. So that's a thing that I can do. A thing that I'm in the mood for, I want to do just a Necrotic Wake, because I've had this weekly quest in my journal for ages, and I just feel like I just haven't gotten around to it, so I could just do a normal Necrotic Wake. I still have plenty of gear slots that could benefit from a normal piece of gear. I've got some 140s hanging around, so that could be good. And then I don't have a single Shadowlands mount yet, and there's some really good options. And I pulled out the Wowhead pages with coordinates and stuff, so the other thing that I could do is just go run around getting a couple of easy mounts. No, I don't have the Rennie Pet. Wings are themes and layers are difficulty. And then but there's levels. I was getting confused because people were talking about layers, and I thought they meant the floors, because there's the existence. It's like a big file. It's like a big accordion file folder in some accountant's desk that nobody likes going into. I was getting confused, but I think I understand. I'm not happier about it, but you know, it's fine. Let's do. I don't know. I have too many choices. Let's go get like. Let's do a dungeon. I want to warm up with a dungeon. I'm gonna heal. Layers have levels, yeah, and onions have layers. It's yeah. That I think bothered me. I was when we say layer, I'm immediately thinking like Photoshop or like. I'm immediately thinking Photoshop or, you know, After Effects or Premiere, just like editing, like media editing. And it's, I mean, I guess you can have nests on layers. So I guess it's the same thing. Torghast is like an ogre. It has layers. Watched the intro to Maldraxxus yesterday, and I was so not surprised that they went from Bastion's calming intro to, yep, you're here. It was really fun. I was surprised by how much fun I had in Maldraxxus. Okay, I'm doing a normal, I'm just gonna queue random, I think, just because I have this weird thing where I don't want to be carried. Also, I'm going to get the giga fastest queue times you've ever seen in your life because I'm a healer. I just kind of want to do it like Ian intended it. just in there, absolutely random and hoping for the best. I don't like Torghast at all. Having to go in there for quests to complete the Covenant campaign is painful. Yeah, I'm hoping that I learn to enjoy it better as I spend more time there, because I did not like my first time. Hi Hazel, don't get to catch you live often. Watching with my 5-week-old, haven't had much time to play, but I'm enjoying your streams. Glad to have you here. Congratulations on your new baby, relatively new. How can I unlock Torghast? If you keep up with the main campaign, it'll walk you in there. They'll make you go in there sooner or later. Just keep up with your campaign quests. All right, you guys ready to watch the slickest, Normal dungeon holy priest experience. It's very important that you zoom in to like an inconvenient closeness so that you can see your character doing all this, because look at how cute I am. Look at what a cutie pie she is. Very important. I'm using a staff transmog that I got semi-recently from a dungeon or something, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty pleased. Are you working on the rep needed for flying? No rep for flying this time. No rep for flying. I'm working on rep just because I like rep. I took a brief, and there's like pets and mounts and stuff, but I don't know that I'm like trying to get rep as fast as I can. I just kind of get rep whenever it happens. Although it did occur to me that so you do your calling, yeah? You do your calling, and that gets you a big chunk of rep, and it gets you some vendor trash. Is it just me, or is that it? Is there not anima from that? Is anima not from your daily calling? Like, it's maybe they're just making it so that if you get to a point where you kind of don't want to do rep anymore, that you can just ignore callings. But I was surprised that there wasn't anima from them. I don't mean emissaries, I mean callings. They are different. You need Renown for flying, and Renown is currently capped at 3. So I got that just this morning, actually. I finally got enough anima to turn in that quest. There will be some kind of a soul collecting quest that we'll get into next week. But for now, I have as much Renown as I'm going to be able to get. What's the point of healing if you can't do it in style? I thought Renown was a new word for reputation. It is legitimately something else, yes. I understand the confusion because they serve a similar purpose, but not exactly the same. Renown, if you click on the little Covenant logo-y thingy over here, and I can't show you in detail at this moment, but if you look in your Covenant, you're going to have, your Renown is like your Covenant level, and you get it from doing your campaign quest, and there's going to be like weekly quests that give you Renown. That's your Covenant progression, and doing that will unlock things like more Covenant features. It will unlock eventually flying at the very end of it. There's some cosmetic stuff, but basically think of that as leveling with your Covenant. Separate from your Covenant are reputations, and it can be kind of confusing because there's a reputation for each Covenant. There's the Ascended, the Wild Hunt, the Undying, whatever, and Court of Harvesters, but you can gain reputation with all of those regardless of your Covenant, and they have reputation rewards as well. Flying is tied to Renown, Covenant leveling, not reputation. Reputation has gear. It seems like if you are doing like dungeons, you're probably not going to need the gear anymore by the time you get to it. You can upgrade it, but I'm not 100% sure what that's like, but it has some cool appearances. Reputation also has mounts and pets. They also have currency requirements as well. You're going to need to spend like gold and pet charms and probably anima on them. But the thing I like about that is, you know, there's mounts and pets that are like themed to each Covenant that are tied to the reputation. So even though I'm not a Venthyr, if I really wanted a Gorgon mount, I can get one through the Court of Harvester's reputation. I can't get the Venthyr specific mount. I can't get the Omega one, but I can get a Gorgon, just like I can get a moth from doing, there's a few moths that I can get even though I'm not a member of the Night Fae, which is kind of nice. Don't forget to use your Kyrian dungeon bonus. Somebody already did it. I guess I can do another one. on the other side, but somebody did it earlier. Although I definitely whiffed it this morning. I did a early Spires of Ascension over my coffee because I needed. I had a weekly dungeon quest for there as well. I think the dungeon quests are weekly. The ones you pick up in Oribos, I think those are weekly. I had that, and I was in there, and I completely forgot that I'm a Kyrian, and I have a bonus in there, and there's like a spear I need to pick up. I made a video about it. I did not remember to use it. Have you noticed how much gold you get from that trash? Yeah. It's raining from the sky. Between the gold from the trash from Callings, which is sick, and the gold from, you learn a conduit. Like, you get a conduit, and then you go socket it into your little conduit table, and then it gives you a piece of trash. Those also vendor for, like, 1,000 gold each, or more. That will eventually, presumably, dry up, because you're probably only going to get each one once. But it's pretty good. Gold's kind of fallen from the sky for me lately. XX Hobag XX, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Also, I missed a couple. Let me see if I can catch up. We had Draenei Girl with an 18-month resub. Thank you very much. Great to catch you live. Air Rukawa with a brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. She-chan with a brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Thanks, guys. Have you done boss videos yet? For dungeons, yes. For raids, working on it. In progress. They will be done. They shall be done. Ow, 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 ow. This button. This button. This button. This button. Oh yeah, I didn't do the other. That's fine. It's fine. This is my Minta. I love her. She brings me snacks. Shadowlands has lifted me out of gold poverty. It's a wonderful time to be somebody that likes to do kind of worldy stuff, like callings and world quests and gathering and like selling stuff, but too cheap to pay for stuff. I am not buying materials. I am not buying enchants yet. I'm certainly not buying potions. I'll craft those for myself when the time comes. I am buying nothing, but I'm selling stuff, and it has been good for my wallet. I'm almost a little disappointed that I don't have more compelling gold sinks to save up for. I know I'm probably eventually going to need to spend some amount of gold on doing, getting my character set up for raid and getting myself enchants and whatever. But for now, who wants to enchant their normal dungeon gear? If you can just get away with not, who wants to enchant their normal dungeon gear? So I am just racking up the pennies, and I understand that at Exalted with each of those 4 factions, there's a mount that will cost you like 30k, maybe 27, with the discount, and that's going to be something. But, that's still like, maybe like 110. It's not that much gold. It's not nothing, but it's not crazy. I picked Minted too. I don't know exactly why. I was in a little bit of a rush when I chose my steward. I was trying to really get to where I was going. And I knew they all had different names. I didn't know at that time that the steward I picked was going to be my steward when I joined the Kyrian. I do know you can change them. If you picked a steward you don't like it, you can change it as a Kyrian. But I was just kind of doing the rounds. I was looking at them. I didn't really take a thorough look at what each one was up to. But I was reading their names, and I thought the name Minta was just the cutest and most precious thing that I'd ever seen in my life. And I was like, oh, she's got to work for me. That is my new unpaid intern right there. I needed her. She's amazing. How are you? What's up, Draggy girl? I am doing well. How are you? Honestly, I'm trying not to complain too much because I know it's the most first world problem in that I want to play WoW, but I'm too busy making WoW content to play all the WoW I want to play. It's the most unrelatable thing on earth. So I'm trying not to be too whiny about it because I'm just, I'm excited to make raid guides and I'm going to get them done. But people keep being like, well, can you do some dungeons? And I'm like, I wanna, call me in 2 weeks. Call me in January. Herb prices are just ridiculous. I love it. It's so delightful. As somebody that is picking the herbs and not somebody that is buying the herbs, it's wonderful. I imagine it sucks to buy herbs, but that's why you take your own gathering. Got 8k from 1 BOE. People are crazy right now. I mean, depending on what BOE it is, 8k may not even be that much. I've seen people getting these 190s, and if it's the right one, I've seen those going for 100, 200, 300,000 gold. I have not gotten any BOE drops, but I also haven't done a ton of content yet. I chose Mupu and I love him. Steward saved me in Torghast today. I'm never getting rid of them. It's so I don't know if it's underrated. I rate it very highly, but I think that now after having spent some time with it, initially I was a little salty that I wasn't going to get Soul Shape. All of you Night Fae out there, I am officially jealous of your Soul Shape. I love that you can customize the ability and like collect new forms for it. I love that you can stay in your Soul Shape in town. I love that it's like you can blink, and apparently you can adjust the blink to change like which way. I don't fully understand this because I don't blink very much, but Mr. Nutty is a Night Fae, and he was telling me about how he found a way to make it so it goes in the direction that you're going and not looking or something like that. I don't know. I don't understand clearly, but it seems good. And I was a little salty because I'm a priest. My movement sucks. I can feather myself, and that's kind of the end of it. On Shadow, I don't even have that. You have Body and Soul, and Body and Soul's like only okay. You're one of the slower classes. I think you're down there with the Paladins and the Death Knights. So I was jealous of the Soul Shape, but now with my file, nope, need it. Keep saving my butt. Also, I actually do have 2 file keybinds on my bars now. That wasn't fully intended. Jacob Hill, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Soul shape in the maw is the best. Oh my goodness, I'm so slow in the maw. I crawl around like a kid that does not want to pick their shoes up off the sidewalk because they're going to school and they don't like it there. Like, I'm just ruining my shoes. I'm wearing out my mount keybind. It's not working. Priest feels amazing with Door of Shadows and the Goblin Ritual. Stinks that Night Fae is not good for Priest. Yeah, it's really unfortunate in that the Priest ability for Night Fae is not only not spec'd very highly, but also, not only not spec'd very highly, but also, like, annoying to use with the 3 fairies. Like, it's a neat idea, but you know what's neat? I'm so blue! Oh, ready, wait for it, almost over. It's so flashy. It's the longest cooldown. Boon of the Ascended, which is the Priest Curing ability. It's a 3-minuter. I believe Necrolord's a 1 minute, Night Fae is 2, and then Venthyr is 45 seconds. So this is by far the longest cooldown. But, oh, it's good. Oh, it feels good. It's not Biss, but I don't care. I care not. It is fun. Is there any way to avoid the demonic bolt everyone gets in this dungeon? Demonic bolt. From trash or from the boss? I don't know. I hadn't noticed, to be honest. Good day, Hazel. I hate this dungeon as a healer. We'll see how Stitch Flesh goes. Also, I'm only on normal. I haven't done heroic or mythic yet. I'm having a good time though. I am currently on my healer honeymoon. I'm just like, wow, look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. I'm just kind of enjoying the glitteriness of everything for now. I'm sure that's going to wear off, and I'm kind of looking forward to my evolved phase where I get really petty and sassy and judgy. You know, I'm ready for my judgy healer phase. My friends aren't, but that's too bad. If they want to escape my passive aggressive wrath, they're gonna have to learn to do mechanics. Not that they don't, they're very good. Honestly, I don't really get to be all that sassy because they're like really good. I did I did the dungeons on beta with a couple of my guildies for the sake of making those dungeon guides. And for a few of them, they were so good that I didn't get footage. Like there was one where I thought that the boss was like not fully developed. I thought that they hadn't implemented a cast, but it turns out that my group was just kicking it so fast that it was on screen for like 2 frames one time because they were just too good, or they would like do too much damage and then they would kill the fight before we'd seen all the mechanics. They were too good. It was inconvenient. It's from Trash. Absorbs healing. Everyone seems to always get it with me. Okay. If it's not a cast, then it might just suck. You might just have to heal through it. If it is a cast, if it can be interrupted, if there's a way to like stun or, you know, like CC fear the mob for a second while it's casting it, that might help, but I honestly don't know. I'm just kind of winging my way through Trash here. Not standing in things improves rep with the healer faction. Do you want to offer odds and how long it'll take you to get there? Well, so there's a handicap because I'm not even going to be doing proper dungeons, like getting into zeros and keys or anything like that until for a while. Like I am busy. I am capital B busy until raid guides come out, at which point I'm probably going to take a couple days off to no life. So I can't go through my evolution yet. I'm just like excited and happy to get in there, but my time will come. Thanks for creating the comfy merch. BF is under the weather. I just made him tea in the comfy mug and it put a huge smile on his face. Joy, I hope he feels better soon. I love healing. It's so much fun. Yeah. Also, interesting place to choose to stand. Let's all take bets and see how that works out for you. Let's all look at, yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it a lot. It gives you a great vantage point to kind of get to know your group, because you get to really, you pay more attention to other people and what they're doing and where they are and why. When you're healing, and I find that it lets me get to know my friends and guildies better. But then when I'm in pugs, it's kind of like people watching. Like if you've ever been in an airport killing time and you just like look at people from across the hangar or whatever, not hangar, I don't know, the waiting room, the dentist office of the airport, and you like make up stories about them, like you imagine things about them based on what they look like or how they're behaving or whatever. And I feel like I do the same thing based on my pugs and their names and their guild names and how they, like, how much damage they do and what kind of mechanics they stand in and how they behave in chat. I like to sometimes make up, oh, hang on. Oh no, we're not fighting it. For a second I was like, wait a minute, I'm not ready. I did not realize we were going, but it was not. We're still fighting trash. You know. You can kind of characterize people just for fun, you know, to yourself. Don't bully anybody, but I'm all about bullying, but inside of my head for my own enjoyment only. It's a victimless crime. Savalina, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. All the good vibes to more happy streams. Cheers. Cheers. Appreciate it. As a DPS person, I'm terrified I'm pulling aggro everywhere I go. If you are doing enough damage to just pull aggro all the time, and you are doing the courtesy of, having tank target available so that, or just targeting your tank's target so that they have a fighting chance of getting their aggro. If you do that and you're still getting aggro, what you need to do is you need to assume the ultimate confidence in your role as a god among gamers that has been bestowed by the heavens upon your group to lead them through this time. Just take the aggro. And when they're like, what? You're like, well, do more damage. You just need to fully ascend into your new power. Alpi, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Nerf This TV with a brand new sub. Welcome. Thank you very much. And Foulmouth with a brand new sub. Cheers. Is stream dark? I mean, the room's dark. Aside from that, it looks normal to me. Or the tank isn't taunting enough. Yeah, if you're fighting your tank's target, then they should. If you're fighting your tank's target, they should most of the time keep aggro. Like it shouldn't be that often. If I pull, I don't know what to do, and I'm in no way fit to lead a group through everything. Yeah, you just walk it over to a tank is usually a safe bet. I find that sometimes they don't look behind them. So okay, this is the boss. Sometimes they don't look behind them, so you'll run into a situation where, you know, you pull something and it comes out to range, especially when you are range. Oh, look at that masterful execution. I'm so proud of this random pug. And they just don't know that you have that mob because their camera's pointed the other way and they don't see it. But if you walk it on top of them, usually their frames will show them, hey, that one's not me. And sometimes walking it onto their AoE, like sometimes the tank is just kind of just like mashing their AoE ability. That's certainly how I tank. And if you just kind of walk close enough to them, they'll just like take it back by accident. Sometimes that happens. That's all you can really do though. You just hit their target, walk it over to them if you get something, and aside from that, that's a them problem. Or a healer problem. Oh no. I used a thingy by accident. These little orbs, oh. Man, ow. There we go. Is that good? Did I do it? Have I embarrassed my family? Oh, I did it! Okay. Eee. I did have to stand in the goo for it, but there was really no other way to do it because we have covered the floor in goo. What do? Somebody, I need my anti-doom broom. Alright, any loot? I haven't got any loot yet. Where's my loot? I need shinies. Why is every NPC insisting on carrying me around like a child? I saw, I don't know if it's like every human male or if it's specifically Mr. Nutty, but whenever a Kyrian is carrying him around somewhere, she grabs him with her whole hand over his head. It's very funny. I enjoy it a lot. There's add-ons for aggro. Yeah, I mean, if you're for tanks though, usually. I mean, I suppose you have DPS add-ons for aggro, but if you're on the tank's target, there's not a lot else you can do. Can you get Soul Ash from the same level in Torghast only by progressing? I do not know. I would assume that once you've gotten Soul Ash from a difficulty, that you need to do something else, like something more from it, I would guess. Oh, oops, my bad. My bad. Oops-a-daisy-doo. Will that work? Yeah, there we go. I understand that mechanic. I just wasn't thinking. I'm actually not. I'm not awful, but I'm not great. I'm okay. I am an okay WoW player. Especially if I'm streaming. Although I can't really blame that. So you're casting it over there. So I'm gonna wait this time, and we're all gonna move, presumably. Have we all moved? Have we all moved? No, we're not moving. All right. Well, the tank's gonna get it. That was not my fault. And then, you know what? You can just be rooted. It's fine. Do you really need to move? You just keep it. Here, have a spirit. There we go. This is a trinket I have that's spitting out these little candies. All right, now if we could just move. Can I just like, yeah. There we go. Sometimes you just have to do mechanics for people. Oh no! Oh, I could not save them. Oh, they're back! They're out! They're out! Welcome back! Here, I must buff. I am, wow. They were really just getting, getting slapped with that one. You know what? The fight's almost over. Also, that tank will not move, so you can just keep it. Does it? Yeah, it transfers when it expires. Fun fact, if you are in this... No. One moment, please. You want to get out of the big blue ring, because if the healer dispels or if it ends, it's contagious. You want nobody else in the ring. There we go. Okay. We got there in the end. That was a normal. Yeah, just a normal pug. It's, people, it's the first week of the, got it. It's people are new to it. Thank you very much. Do. Downloaded your voice pack. I just wanted to say thank you for it. It really helps me out a lot in dungeons. I am glad it is doing good for you. Mythic pugs haven't been that bad this week. Hazeline looking cute. She is precious. Also, I can go turn that in. I didn't get any gear, did I? I got nothing. Nada. Oh well, what do you do? I could do Torghast, or I could go get some mounts. What if we just play around and get some mounts? People forget to interrupt early in expansions. Yeah, people, it's the first week. I don't expect anybody to really know all the mechanics yet. Very happy that Kieran is best for Mythic Plus for Prat Pallies. Makes me aesthetically happy. Mounts is good. Mounts is good. Heading out to Ardenweald, because that appears to be where all the easy stuff is. I would like... Actually, I should turn in my weekly dungeon quest. I would assume that we're going to get new ones of these once a week, which I kind of like. I kind of like having an excuse to go in and... I mean, it's not that much anima, but, you know, you get some reputation. I liked having an excuse to go do a dungeon. Get the Ardenweald mount. Yeah, so I have a page pulled up. I want to try and get the Frog, Purple Horse, and the Wild Seed Cradle. So Wild Seed Cradle, Shimmer Mist Runner, and Arboreal Gulper are the three of them specifically hoping to get today. I have nothing yet. Well, I mean, I have mounts from last expansion, but I'm also, like, tunneling Ascended Rep, and I don't really know why. Just cause. I am, what am I at? I'm honored. I wonder if I can get anything. Let me just Google it. Honored. Oh, no, I saw there's vendors. I don't know where, but there's rep vendors. Ascended Reputation Guide. What do I get? Armor from Honored is slightly above normal dungeon gear. I mean, okay, so there's a ring, and then there's some plans. Gross. Shout out to my bro Yawn. Cradle is so nice. It's the first thing I did at 60. You get the Shimmer Squirrel pet. I am woefully uncollected. The only new pets I have are the handful that I picked up while I was in Bastion. Honestly, love doing the little stage play for the Mountain Night Fae. Frog should not be too hard to get. The idea is that there's a mushroom that can drop in Ardenweald off of basically any mob. Doesn't seem crazy rare, but if one person has one, they can summon the rare with it if they make it to the thingy in time. And then everybody can tag, and it's a guaranteed drop for the mount. So that should, like, we might be able to just head out there and try to find a group without even farming the thingy. That might work. And then the Cradle is just looting some stuff, and then the other one's a maze. Cradle takes about 3 minutes. Kill all the elites in tier to sight, the ones with the elite deers. Make sure you take a group for the Frog. It's a bit... Yeah, no, I don't think I would try to solo the Frog. What was I going to do? I wanted to find the Ascended Quartermaster. I want to see if I need a ring. I'm wearing a 138 ring, so I'm assuming I might actually want to buy. I heard there were rep Quartermasters. I don't know. They don't appear to be here. I know there's one in Bastion as well. Quartermaster's Ouroboros. You can find quartermasters for the 5 main factions. Loading in quartermaster. Faction quartermasters. Ah, aha. Oh, I'm so close. It's like right around this corner. Shimmer Mist Runner is so pretty. Got the mushroom from my Night Fae Calling quest. Drop from a mob. Rat Vendors and Orbos. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I just didn't know where. Here they are. These are... No, not here. Here. Yes? No? Yes. Yes, here they are. If anybody else is looking for them, this is the spot that has the quartermasters. They're also in their respective zones, but this is kind of a nice touch. So I just... Oh, Avowed. Huh. I have not done anything like that yet. I am looking for Ascended because I can now buy... You know what? I'm actually going to wear that. I just dinged Honored and I actually need that ring. It's at a level 164. I'm wearing a 138. I will take it. It's a Master Lasso. Oh, it's a Master Lasso. Well, when I get to Revered, I'm going to get little baby fox that is very cute and a little bit terrifying. Looking forward to it. Okay, so let's swoop that out. Yes. And then I am currently in my shadow set, so I'm going to save that. I'm trying my best to keep my armor sets saved and up to date. So far, it's just a trinket. I have a healing trinket, and then I swap it out for a DPS trinket. And that's the only difference between my two sets. But I'm trying to make sure I resave them every time I get new stuff, so I'm not like accidentally putting on old stuff from my bags. I'm trying to keep them like functional. Shy Cat Gaming, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Also, Zombie number 13 with a 3-month resub. Thoughts on Ouroboros? I like it. I was worried it was going to be a little dark, but it's not too bad. I wish we could mount through the whole thing. The areas where we can and cannot mount feel a little arbitrary because of how high the ceilings are everywhere. It seems a little silly, but I'm not too upset about it. I like the city. It's better than Dazarlor. I don't know if it's better than Borealis. What did I decide I was doing? I was going to Ardenweald to go get stuff because I do not want to go to the Maw yet. I need to go to the Maw and I don't want to do it yet. I'm lazy. Okay, so... War mode on. Gross. Yeah, maybe I should try to get that. Maybe I should work on the other ones and then see if the thing just drops for me in the meantime. I'm just looking up where I need to go. Hard to do sets right now with all the gear upgrades. Yeah, I'm probably making things a little too hard for myself by trying to keep them up to date. Threw my lot in with a Kyrian. How gorgeous is Elysian Hold? I know! Have you fallen off it yet? I was a little too confident. I was just flinging myself. I was on the upper level and I just wanted to be down on the bottom. So I was like, I'm a priest. I can just jump and levitate. And I misjumped it and I flew right. I fell through like a gap. Maybe I didn't levitate. Maybe that was my problem. But I fell through a gap. And you don't die, actually. If you fall off of Elysian Hold, Kyrian. I was about to say Valkyr. I was going to say Venthyr and then Valkyr. I made it a Kyrian. A Kyrian will pick you up and bring you back. It just takes forever. Rep tabards actually look pretty stylish this time around. You've got a group now with the rare Riot Frog. I don't know where it spawns. I haven't figured that out yet. I heard that it was like far from the other side. Okay, it's up there. All right. I may not be there for a sec. I've got to run all the way out there, and I do not have all the flight paths. I've never been out that way, clearly. So it's going to take me a minute. Also, I'm war mode off. I don't want to go in war mode. I can... I love him. Okay. I guess I can head out there. 32, 30? Yeah, okay. I can't tell you how often I've overestimated my ability to jump over those chasms in Elysian Hold. Oh, can't fall off of Bastion, which is handy. Yeah, it's nice. Apparently that's not the case for other areas. I've heard tell of people falling off of, actually. You know what I want to do? No, not... I know, so I have my... I pinned it. I want to navigate to the pin. I want... Yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. I wanted it on my map. So I'm not using... I only use Pet Tracker for... I mean, honestly, not a lot right now. Usually I have Pet Tracker for Pet Tracker Battle, and I don't really use it for the journal or for finding pets overworld. Like, I'm just kind of running around seeing them when they pop up. I haven't gone collecting wild pets yet, but I never really used Pet Tracker significantly for that to begin with. And the Venthyr Hall, if you fall, you die. This is just confirming my happiness in my own choice. I felt such shame as I was dangling there, getting rescued from my own stupidity by Winged Blue Sky Grandpa. That is a new one. I had not heard Sky Grandpa yet. Venthyr is metal. Yeah, no, Venthyr does not seem like, if you die, I'm sure they would tell you it's your fault. Hazel in chat, what are we up to today? I'm out here thinking about trying to get some of the easy mounts. I want to get some mounts. Just a couple of them. I don't need everything, but I haven't started Blanchy yet. I feel like I'm not emotionally ready. I don't know what to tell you. I'll get to it at some point, but I want to do the easy Ardent Wield 3 anyways. Yeah. Oh man. A teeny tiny part of me wants to like level alts, and I know that's a mistake. I wonder if that's war mode on or off. They didn't mention. How's Shadow in Shadowlands? Seems good. Seems good. The redesign's very fun. It's very satisfying to play. I've been having a great time playing Shadow in world quests and like open world content. I have not done it in dungeons. I am a healer as of this expansion, but seems all right. Threads of Fate's awesome for leveling alts. I am on the fence about it. I haven't tried it yet. I know I have no time to level alts. It's just, I just can't even look at it yet. But when I do, on one hand, I like the idea of being like collecting anima early, but I was reading that the amount of anima that you get is like kind of negligible, and that it's just slower overall. They have war mode on. That is not gonna work. Custom, find a group. Maybe this one is war mode off. That one had war mode on. This one might be war mode off. I wish they would note it. Oh. Maybe. Doing Threads of Fate seems faster to me so far. Yeah, the Wowhead article said it was slower overall. But I haven't tried it myself. Think it'll be better with flying. Until then, do the story. Ethereal, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. How does Threads actually work? Threads of Fate, my understanding, based on reading articles and not firsthand experience, is that Threads of Fate... Here, I'm going to switch to a healing spec. So you can opt into it either right away after you get through the Maw intro, or you can opt into it later if you want. Like, you could start the campaign and then be like, you know what, I'm done with this. When you turn on Threads of Fate, it lets you select a covenant, so you're going to get your basic covenant ability, your 2 abilities, right away. And it's going to basically complete all the campaign quests for you. So you don't get to do any of the main story, the campaign quests. And then to level, instead, you get these like progress bars for each zone that you can fill up by doing bonus areas and world quests and rares and dungeons and stuff. So if you do want to level with just dungeons, then you're probably better off doing it via Threads of Fate. But if you want to level with questing, it kind of takes a lot of quests away from you that might be more efficient. And while you can be getting some anima and you've joined your covenant right away, you're not going to really get that much, really that far ahead in general. Love to figure out the maze mount. Yeah, that's on my list. I think I want to do, so I'm going to, hopefully we can get the frog, and then I want to go look into the cradle, and then I'm thinking maze. Story would be more likely to make me want to log off if I'm doing it for the 4th time, though. Yeah, I think especially once you're just kind of over it, especially because the story quests, while phenomenal storytelling, or at least I thought so, I really enjoyed getting to know the characters and listening to everything everybody had to say. It seems like it's going to be kind of repetitive, and there's a lot of RP. There's a lot of waiting for people to finish talking. There's a lot of cutscenes to skip. It seems that if you are just questing, leveling just to level, not that it's necessarily faster to do Threads of Fate, but at the very least it might feel a little less limiting because you're not waiting for RP that you've already seen before. Maze Mount is hard if you can't stealth. Okay, good to know. I cannot stealth. I could make myself like an invis pod, I think. I have, oh, my interface action failed because of an add-on. Alright. Oh, we've used Mushroom. Tempted to use Threads because I don't really like Bastion, but I thought again is there's no turning back. I think what I'm going to do for my second character is I'm going to campaign quest through Bastion just because I feel like I kind of didn't pay much attention to that the first time around, and I want to do it with like voice on and dialogue and all the sounds and stuff. But then once I get to the end of it, I'm probably going to enable Threads of Fate. Oh, humongous. Probably going to enable Threads of Fate at that point. Just to get it finished, just so that I don't have to do the same things all over again. Even though it might be faster, I don't know. The second character I'm going to level is going to be my Resto Druid. And I do not care for questing on druids. I do it. I don't really like balance, so I usually end up playing feral. But even that's not like my favorite. It's nice that you can stealth, but I would probably rather do dungeons or even maybe PvP. I don't know if I can level that way. It doesn't sound good. But yeah, that's the idea. Vohax, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Scroll Squad. Only one person has to actually have made it through the maze correctly. You might just look for a group to join for that one too. I would like to chop this stream VOD footage into like a little baby mini video for YouTube that can kind of give a little bit of explanation about the maze thing. So for that purpose, it would be nice if I could figure it out and execute it myself. If it's going to be actually impossible for me, then that's a problem. But if I can do it myself and it's just going to be more annoying, then I would like to do that for the sake of the video. I'm working on the frogment right now. I'm doing it as we speak. That is the rare that can drop it. I know I'm beating dead horse, but what is everyone using now that Twitch will be dropping add-ons? Follow blue things. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll take a look. This is exciting. This is going to be my first one. Gulper! Woo! It's like a big ribbit. Look at all these frogs. Look at him, he's hungry. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. That's one down. Oh, he's got bags on his back. He's so mossy. It's not... there's enough mounts in Shadowlands that I think it's kind of nice that some of them are kind of a gimme. It's, you know, you can get a few just to get you started. And it's not like they're all this easy, but I'm okay with having one or two that are just like basically freebies. Maybe they won't be the most valuable to me later, but it's still kind of nice. I must drag that one to my bar and just ride him around for a while because he's new and that's the rule. Until I get another one anyways. Majestic boy. I haven't started working on Blanchy yet. I'm not ready. I don't want to yet. I will get there when I feel ready. I don't like having too many things in progress. For no particular reason. This is a brain thing, not a game thing. Got my frog 2 in a different group. Congrats, Mooney. Max Renown is 3. It is 3. People thought it was going to be 4. So guides that were written before Shadowlands came out will say it was 4. But there is a quest that sends you to the mall looking for souls that we thought was going to be available in week 1, but it turns out it's not. And that gives you a renown. So we don't get that until next week. So 3 is the current cap. If you are at 3, you are all caught up. They put a new achievement for collecting mounts. Not that I have seen. Let me see. Collections, mounts. Nah. I got nothing. 400 still seems to be the highest one. My mount list is Mount Journal Enhanced. I missed a chance to say getting the mount is in progress. Oh, love how the frog mount's neck glows as it has a firefly in there with the mount special. Yeah, he's a little nightlight. Imagine having I mean, I don't really like nightlights because I want it to be dark in my room when I'm sleeping, but if I was going to have a nightlight, I would want it to look like him. Okay, so next up, let's go look at the, I want to do the Wild Seed Cradle. For the Wild Seed Cradle, it can be found from a treasure in Ardenweald, Cache of the Moon, hidden behind Twinkle Star and Tyrannit Val, and to reassemble it, you need the Twinkle Star's Gardening Toolkit. There's 4 pieces, they're lost in the Garden of Night, and we have some coordinates. So if I post some waypoints, did I get them? Yeah. Oh no, I've done a bad thing. I've done a bad thing. That's not how you use TomTom. /TomTom. Or hang on. Let me clear that and let me try and fix it. Remove. So, do I still have paste? No, I took away paste. How do you get this froggy frog? There is a rare that spawns up here, or that you can spawn up there using a mushroom that has a chance to drop from mobs in the area. But once somebody spawned it, anybody that tags it gets the mount. So people are listing groups. What I would do is I would head out there and I would open your group finder and I would search the rare is called Humongous. So if you just search Hum, you may be able to find groups listed, especially because people need groups to kill it to get their mount in the first place. So I would just head out to this spot right here in Ardenweald and then just look for a group. There's usually war mode groups, but there seems to be, especially right now, groups fairly often for the Arboreal Gulper. I am Alliance, yes. Mushroom drops a lot, so easy mount. Which mounts have you collected so far? From Shadowlands, this one. I just got this one. Time for number 2. So I need a bunch of stuff. Do I want to grab the paste add-on? Is it worth it? Maybe I just had it formatted wrong. Or I can just copy paste these one at a time. I am nothing if not good at data entry. Not good. Patient for data entry. I do love a good orderly set of information, and if I have to wrangle it manually, then so be it. Alright, I found some coordinates. I threw them up on my map. I'm going to probably turn off handy notes for the moment because those are my gardening tools coordinates. Let's unpin that. I don't want it anymore. Control, click, remove pin. Good, okay. So heading down south. Humongous was already spawned when I was there. I got it when a horde group went to go kill it. Sorry, it was AFK. Back. Love what you got. Favorite alliance races? Gnome, for sure. Human, very good. Mecha Gnome, Night Elves. Dwarves, Dark Iron Dwarves. Cold Tyrans. I'm basically everything is my favorite, with the exception of I am still learning to love Worgen and Pandaren. I've never felt particularly predilected towards the furrier races, but I am leveling, or at least I have a low-level Worgen alt and a low-level Panda alt that I was going to level, just to kind of, you know, have at least one of everything. Mine is a Void. Oh, Void Elf's true. Also a good point. Would it be bad to change my covenant today? Nah. You can change your covenant basically whenever you want, and you'll get, like, caught up enough. I wouldn't do it, like, the day before, you know, your raid night. But if you're gonna do it, if you're already thinking about it, I would do it sooner rather than later, because at this point, you've collected some anima, but you'll make it back real fast. And you'll have no issues getting to Renown 3. Like, you're basically not even gonna fall behind if you do it now. There's people that haven't even finished leveling yet, so just imagine yourself like that, and then everything you've done up to this point has been just like an interesting learning experience. So I'm here, and there's a world quest apparently. I could do that while I'm here, but I'm basically here to collect garden implements. Road up the trees. Okay. So I'm looking for Gardener's Hammer, but also Gardener's Basket. On the ground close to the tree? So there's a bunch of stuff you have to loot, and I don't know what it looks like, but we will find it. So rubber banding on the stream, I don't know what's causing it. We had this issue yesterday, and all I could figure out is that it's not discernibly any of my stuff. It seems to be a Twitch issue. If there's something I can do to fix it, I would like to. I just don't know. I can turn my graphics down more. My frame rate should be... No, my frame rate's normal. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm looking for, and I feel like I'm going to get very lost even with my coordinates. Well, there's a tree over here, so maybe there's something on the ground around here. And if I'm killing mobs in the way... You know what? I'm going to see... How hard is it to kill a mob as holy? I never really mess with this. If I holy fire and then I start spamming smite, is this really that much slower than Shadow? Can I just live my life as a holy priest? Can I get away with this? I mean, I know I also have Shadow Word Death and Pain. They're not keybound. I guess this is pretty slow. Yeah, maybe not great. Here, let's switch back. I was doing it on XQC stream last night? Okay. The bucket is in the cart. If only you had content creator friends to ask about the issue. I mean, unless somebody knows what to do about it, then all we can really go is, well, yep, that sucks. This is going to be really infuriating to watch. I am so far 0 for 2. Doing Torghast as a Mistweaver. How is that? I'm wondering if it's going to be any better for me to try it as Holy. I did my first thingy as Shadow, and I didn't like it very much. Go to the glowy pond. Okay. There should be 2 things that are like near here based on these coordinates. On the edge of the fountain. I guess I should just pick a thing from the top of the list. Gardener's basket, flute, wand. In the cart, top platform, on the table, on the ground close to the tree. Presumably there's a thing on this ground close to this tree? There's a lot of trees. We are in a forest. I don't see anything on the ground next to that tree, so that must be the wrong tree. Unless I'm just blind. Entirely possible. Oh, a cart! I found a cart! Hey, there's the first one. All right. Gardener's hammer. Looking at the map. Just to get screenshots for later. I'm going to turn off my details. We don't need that. And hammer. All right, there's one. Okay. And then what else was near here? There was another one that I like ran by. So far so good. Only on level 2, but the 50% reduced mob health is nice. Yeah, I might have to set up some damage keybinds and actually try that. I'm just going to run up this path because it seems like a good idea. So, there's nothing here. It wasn't glittery, which I noticed. So the Diary of the Night should be up here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So then I'm going to open my map again. And then it is on the table here. And I'm going to put that next to my first one. So I have the hammer and the diary. I need the basket, the flute, and the wand. So the flute should be not too far. Downstairs, maybe? Oh, I just love flinging myself off edges and then levitating to the bottom. It's so nice. Let's clean all this up. You can get Nightmare Mount even if you're not Night Fae. Interesting transmog, very simple. Ow, hang on. I just love the, I love this robe. It's a very old robe. It's been in the game forever. But it's pretty. And it looks really nice, especially on humans. It looks nice on everybody, but I really like the way it sits on humans. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, we're good. We're cool. Might do Torghast as a healer. I did the second layer and the last boss hit like a truck. I may have to eat my words and do it with groups. I may have to do it with other people. Oh, there's the flute. Very good, very good. So we are over here. And it's right there. And then that means I just need 2 more things. Basket and wand. The wand is under the cart, apparently. Down there. And then we got to go back for the basket, because I definitely missed the basket. Apparently on the edge of the fountain. under the cart. Under the cart. Under the cart. There. There it is. Okay. And then we're going to go find a fountain, and then we combine them and we bring them to Tiernaval, and there's a rare question mark? Or maybe, I guess, or no, it's a treasure. No more mounts, need some gear. Yeah, I definitely, hang on. Where's the fountain? I definitely am kind of squishy. I might have level I'm 150. I cracked 150. I don't know how I did that. I thought I was only 149. I'm not the strongest that you've ever seen in your life. But it's fine. If nothing else, I'll get caught up when the raid actually comes out. So the basket. That way. Oh, I see, all the way up there. Okay. What mount are you hunting? I'm doing the wild seed cradle right now. Taking my sweet time to find all the things, but we're getting there. It's not as hard as it could be, but it's definitely hard enough to take me a second. I don't know how people figure this stuff out. So next to the fountain, I'm looking for a basket. Aha, there it is. Okay, grab that. And then, so I have my 5 items. I guess I can throw them up here. Wand, hammer, basket, flute, and diary. And then you can combine them to make Twinkle Star's gardening toolkit. Hopefully it's okay that I did this over here. And then we're going to take that back to, I believe, Tiernaval. So I could fly there, I could just ride. Oh no! I need to be riding my arboreal goldbird. It's the rule. You always, I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I'm not your mom. But I always like to, if I get a new mount, I have to ride it around for a while. Even if it's like a really, really boring one. Found it really easy to play as Holy Priest and Torghast. Maybe I'll try that next then. What time is it? It's like 4 o'clock. I'm going to get this mount, and then I'm going to, well, time runs short, honestly. I was going to say, get this mount, take a quick break, do the maze mount, and then do Torghast. But I think that I don't think I have it in me to do the maze and Torghast in 50 minutes. Maybe I can if I'm fast. I'm not fast. Now I have 5 betta fish. I had 1 3 months ago. I need help. You are yet another victim of the well-known MTS, also known as multi-tank syndrome. I wish you the best of luck. Oh man, I think the only thing protecting me from a more vigorous infection and proliferation of multi-tank syndrome is that I can't have like a ton of aquariums in my apartment. I mean, technically I could. It's just really annoying to move them. And I can't have anything larger than 20 gallons. How easy is the mount that you're using to get? Just tuned in, so a lot of people with it in Orbos. Very easy, yes. If you head up to like here-ish, I think it's right there. 30, yeah. If you head up to here-ish, there's a rare that can spawn, or that can be spawned, but the item that you get to spawn it drops reasonably often, so people are posting groups for it. I would just search for groups for Humongous. If you just search HUM in your group finder, you should be able to, hopefully, as long as you do it in the next like couple days or so, just head out there, get into a group, tag it, and it's an easy kill. You kill it, it's a guaranteed drop. I'm going the wrong way. Impressed that someone took the time to make this mini quest mount thing at all. There's so many of them. They, in the past couple of patches, I feel like 8.2 really brought weird, fiddly, extra little secret thingy to do to a whole new level with how many of them there were in Azhtar and Mechagon. And it's just been more and more ever since. Like, this whole expansion, I feel like it just has, it's like a big bowl of, it's like a big trifle. It's a big bowl of pudding. And they've just hidden, like, cookies and candy in there, and you just want to like get through all the pudding with a spoon to get all the sprinkles out. I love the amount of mounts. Yeah, I mean, they're just so pretty and they're so different, you know. It's not, I love my BFA horses, and there are horses in, I mean, there's actually quite a few horses in Shadowlands, but it's not quite the same thing. They're a little more fantastical this time around. So now I have gathered your gardening tools. Hello, squirrel. I shall buff you. I gathered gardening tools. Twinkle Star? I actually don't know what I'm doing at this point. Return to Twinkle Star. Slash tar twinkle star. Where are you? Ah, there we are. Very close, as it turns out. Hello. I found your gardening tools. And then you just loot it? You just loot it. Wild Seed Cradle. Alright, so that's where Twinkle Star is. Just right kind of to the bottom right edge of the A of Tirnaval. And then the Cradle. There we go. There's another one. Easy. Anybody can just go do that. You could have done that while leveling if you wanted to. That was one that I've been wanting ever since I saw it on beta. Although apparently my character is not sitting in it great in the preview. Hopefully when I'm actually in it, it looks a little more natural. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the good stuff. It's very dark. It got dark around here. Why is it so dark? Is Tirnaval okay? Is it nighttime? Is it bedtime around here? Maybe there's like an event going on. I can't see my new thingy. What's the mount special like? Does it have one? It seems to just kind of bump. That seems to be, it's just listening to invisible music. I want the Blanchy mount. It's a level 60 zone. I see. Okay. Mount's good for a Royal Transmog. It's the buff. Port to the Swolkins to see it in the light. I have a buff that makes it dark. Oh. I can just click that off then. There we go. If you go to Revendreth with this buff, it looks insane. It's a cradle, it rocks. This is true, actually. You have a point. Oh no, my staff is sticking at the bottom a little bit. I broke it. Okay. All right. Yeah, this one I believe can fly. It would be very strange if it couldn't fly. So you could probably take this like back to Stormwind or just anywhere that you can fly and then fly it around. So that's 2. I want to go for the maze one, but first I shall take a quick break. I will be right back with you guys. This is how you know that my dog doesn't actually sleep all the time. He only gets that comfy when I'm streaming, because as soon as I get up, he's like, "Well, are we going somewhere? Something happening? Do I need to be alerted of something?" He does have the fanciest paws. Just had a group that brute forces Valafir. It was a lot of fun. Joker should model. He is very cute. Oh, look at that. He can high five. He can shake. I don't know that he knows the difference. It's a very similar motion, and we have not yet taught him how to do it with his left paw. We're trying. We're doing our best. Oh, somebody gets his coffee cup. There you go. It's a treat, like a treat puzzle toy. It's not a hard puzzle, but he's getting there. Okay, the mount, the new one, the next one, the Shimmer Mist Runner can be found in the Mistvale Tangle in the middle of the Tirna Scythe region in Ardenweald. You need to go through the labyrinth at a certain order and kill Shizgr. If you don't follow the right path, Shizgr in the map will despawn if you get close. The correct path involves traversing gateways with blue lamps on them. So I have a list of coordinates from Wowhead and like directions. This is what I'm looking at, by the way. This is Wowhead has a page right now, 3 easy to obtain mounts. This is the guide that I'm referring to. So they have like all the coordinates, they have all the instructions, but it also just says blue lamps. Is that not easier? I guess I'll see it. I'll figure it out when I see it. If I can just follow blue lamps, I would do that. 3154 is the start of the maze. So let's just throw that on my map to have like a nice starting point. Heading on over there. I guess I can fly part of the way. You have Joker. Mine is named Jester. Oh, that's cute. Trust you. Try it without help. Glad I watched you tonight. I literally went and got all 3 of these mounts as well. Nice. It can help to have someone kite the 60 elites in your way. Did it for a friend earlier if you end up needing it. Are the mazes easy? It's just full of elites. Get a group. Apparently. Okay. So I'm torn because on one hand, I want to like figure out the maze by myself. And on the other hand, I can't stealth and I'm made of nothing. And it could be a problem. Jump on the mushrooms. They give you a buff. Makes it harder for the mobs to detect you. If it's something that I reasonably should be able to do on my own if I pay attention, then I would like to do that even if it's a little bit harder. Also, clearly I am missing a serious flight path. How did I not get the Tyrannus Scythe flight path, the Root Home flight path? What am I doing? I didn't do any side quests when I was leveling, like basically past, I did like 1 or 2 in Bastion, or I did some in Bastion, then I did like 1 or 2 in Maldraxxus, and then I was like, nope. I am tunneling the main story until they stop me again, and I had enough experience to get basically all the way there. Wanted to let you know that watching your streams and hearing you talk about literally anything is one of the few things that truly lifts my spirits. Aw, shucks. I am glad this can be of use to somebody. Sometimes it feels a little silly, but it does me a lot of good too. I feel like I am much better off for having a nice little room where I can talk and chat with people and, you know, feel listened to, and also like be able to kind of bounce ideas off people. This is really nice. Lamps will be hanging from or around the correct arch. Okay. Buffs for hiding in there according to the video. I did it solo and a priest. Okay, I want to try it solo. If I'm getting my behind just handed to me on a shiny doily, then I will ask for help. But until then, I want to try it. I don't think you even get that flight point doing side quests. I did almost all side quests while leveling, never got it. Yeah, I've been really struggling trying to fill in my collection of Revendreth flight paths, because I got like none of them while I was questing, and I've been out there doing world quests, and I'm like, wow, I have to really hoof it to get there. How much do you feel does the schedule help you personally? The stream schedule is nice because I know that there's a point in my day when I need to be somewhere. So I physically cannot just lay in bed all day or like, you know, never get dressed, and like I can't procrastinate all day long because eventually I'm gonna be like, well, I gotta get ready for stream. So usually it doesn't get to that point, but in my past life before I streamed every day, I would sometimes have a day that was just such a bad day that I like wouldn't even drag myself like up and about. So having stream is like a thing that I need to do, or that I've promised to do, that I've been pretty consistent with, is kind of like a, you know, gets you going. And even if I'm not in the mood, usually I cheer up, or like I just kind of wake up a little bit once I start streaming. I'm almost always glad that I did it. And even if I'm having a tough time stamina wise, even if I'm having a tough time stamina wise, I am still only streaming for 2 hours. So it's not like it's forever. So, oh, I see. Nope, not gonna get that. Well, I'm just kind of getting the lay of the land. It's going great. Addy Bolin, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. And I'm not sure if I thanked Tar Heel. Thank you very much. Glad it's not just me then. A bunch of the Rev flight paths are designed to be grabbed after you finish the story. Okay. Oh, I see. I understand. So I'm probably gonna die, honestly. Well, actually, you know, if they go away, I might make it. I can probably kill like 1. Yeah, okay, all right. We've leashed. So if this is the entrance to the maze. Uh-oh. Nope. My bad. I need to keep an eye out for these mushrooms that I hear tell of. They seem useful. Shrooms you want are big purple glow. Okay. Stream title is the story of my life. I have, as it happens, decided on mounts over gear. At least a little bit. At least the first, like, these are the easy 3. And I wanted to at least have something new to ride around. I was running around Elysium Hold on like a BFA horse. And it's a beautiful horse. But it's not a new mount. And everybody's hopping by on their arboreal frogs. And I needed to catch up. I needed it. Rev has a touch of permanent phasing once you finish the quest. So there's one that isn't available until you're done. Oh, okay. Ooh, is that an example of the mushroom? Heavy heart shroom. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh my goodness. This morning I was out there, and this is why I don't have time, is because I have poor judgment when it comes to things that waste my time, that I don't have time for, that I do anyways because I'm easily goaded. I was out in Revendreth, and I needed like 50 more anima to finish that 1,000 anima quest for Renown 3. I was really close, and I was like, well, so I'm late and I gotta get started, but like, I just need 50 more anima. And there was a treasure, and it wasn't that far from me from the world quest I just finished. There's a treasure, like one of those big ones that shows up on the map that's like presumably renewable. And it's called Greedstone. And I head out there, and it takes me a while to even figure out how to get up there. It's like on the ramparts in, let me see if I can show you where. It was on the ramparts up kind of like here-ish. It was way up there. Or maybe it was here. One of those curvy things. But it was way up high. And I find the stairs, I run all the way up there. It takes me probably like 5 to 10 minutes just to get to the thing. And I click it. And I don't get it. I don't get a treasure. I'm like, what? And then I realize it spawned like these floating red gravestones off the edge that make like kind of a jumping path for you to take, like a jumping / walking path. So I gird my spirits and I jump and I miss and I fly off the edge and I land on the ground. Like, oh. So it's like a 10-minute run back because you're on ground and there's mobs and I'm slow. And I get all the way back up there. And I'm like, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't have jumped. Maybe you can walk, you just need to be brave. So I tried walking without jumping, and then I fell through again, and then I hearthed out of there and went home. I did not loot the Greedstone. I decided the greed was not worth it. It was too long to run back, and I was gonna need another like 5-6 tries, and it was just not about to happen. All right, so I'm back up. This one's not an elite. If I can fight just you, then everything will be fine. The jumping one, yeah. Not a fan. I mean, I'm just not good. I suck at jumping puzzles. I'm bad at platforming. I've always been bad at it. And I don't like it, which means I'm never going to get any better because I'm never going to be like, you know what it's time for me to do is practice platforming. Absolutely not a chance. So I avoid it whenever possible. All right, so here, I believe beginning of the maze. I am at coordinates 31, 55 or so. That's a different thing. All right. I don't know. So I need to 31, 55-ish. In the first intersection, go left / southeast. And I'm looking for blue lamps. Mooney, thank you very much for the 18-month resub. Thanks, Hazel, for all you do. Thank you guys for being here, and you in particular. I hope you're doing good. You know what's worse? What's worse? Ooh, something up there. Oh. This is not what I need to do, but something else. Can I not tag it? Cannot be hit. Well, I'm confused. I don't think I'm gonna be able to tag this because, well, it took a little bit of damage. Maybe that's not my damage, though. Just keep trying. Okay. He won't drop them out if he's killed this way. He has a buff. He does have a buff. People are killing him anyways. I can loot him. I got a luminous silberry. I got some anima. So I don't know if you can drop them out or not like that, but certainly, something happened. Okay. Although I did run ahead. I don't think that's the way I meant to go. I'm lost already. I'm going back. I think I needed to go a different way. I think I needed to go this way because there's a blue lamps. Also, it's the left that they mentioned. And then in this one, I'm going to go right, I believe, which also blue lamps. So those are elites. This is a bounding dusk shroom. Well, that just made me jump. Oh, detection radius reduced. Okay. Speaking of. So we're taking the right because there's more blue. And then it's going to be another left at the new one. Also, I have 42 seconds left of this. I was going to say Mind Soothe, but I don't think it'll work on these guys. And then a right. Blue. And then a forward. North. Not blue. Blue. Blue? And then a left. Blue? Not blue. Blue? Blue. Unclear if I've done that right. I think I didn't. I think I did not. Huh. What's going on here? What are you up to? I am trying to get a mount. The maze mount. For the Shimmer Mist Runner. Oh, was I supposed to read a book? Read the Tale of the Tangle. Is that optional? I didn't read the book. You have to reset the maze. That's a world quest. Back all the way out. Okay. You can see the charger as you approach the clearing. It despawns if you run in. Yeah, so I definitely messed up. I definitely messed up. I don't think I'm colorblind. I have the route list. I have the route pulled up, or I have the directions pulled up on my second monitor, and I thought I was following them. Clearly I was not. So, is this the beginning? Yeah, the beginning had like the big webs in it, I think. How do I reset it? Character loses the blue glow. I was glowing blue? I'm glowing purple. I use bartender. Book is optional. You need to walk all the way out to reset it past the big rare at the entrance. Okay, so this guy. So, if you could just excuse me, sir. Is there any shrooms around here? No. Yeah, so let's get all the way out. So this was like the beginning. All right, I am now glowing. So if I lose the glow, then I messed up. Yeah? Okay. Excuse me, sir. All right. Enter the maze. On the first intersection, go left / southeast, also following blue lamps, which, I mean, I suppose I didn't necessarily ruin everything. I just ruined some things. I would like to not anger him, though. Oh, yeah, so Night Fae needs to remove the veil. That's a different thing, though. Okay. So, and this is those are pretty obvious blue lamps. So I feel good about this. I have aggroed this guy, but it's okay. I can stop and fight him. There's no timer on this, right? Won the Wraith World Quest 5 times. It still won't give me credit. Oh, no. That one worked for me this morning. But that's really frustrating. Oh, these things are so cute. Ow, ow. Okay. So I'm going to get my buff back. So this one, they say go right / southwest. And I'm still glowing blue. I have my buff. I'm not going to try and like jump over anything. Right / southwest. And there's a pretty obvious blue lamp. I'm scared of whatever on earth is going on with that. And I don't want it. Just move on by. That seems bad. And I don't care for it. All right. So this is a right. I am heading kind of southwest. That is correct. And I am still glowing. Very good. On the third intersection, go left / south. And it was supposed to be blue lamps. So at this point, they're on the ground. But it's definitely south. And this is definitely left. So, and I'm still blue. So then right / northwest. I think there was a fork where it was kind of questionable. This would be right / northwest. I am still blue. And then forward / northwest. This is the one that I think messed me up. I think I went wrong way here. Forward / northwest. Because I came in looking at these two. Northwest is probably this right one. Did I take the left one? No, I think I took this one because I saw that blue lamp. And I was like, that's blue, right? Because that looks blue to me. Shroom has a timer? Yeah. I've definitely lost my shroom buff. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I did this last time. I must not have. I must not have. And then left / west into the arena. Maybe I went too far. Because this is west, but it also kind of forward. Maybe I went through that one. And I needed to go through this one. Because there's the horsey. Oh no! Oh no, I ruined it. Is this not the way? It's blue! Maybe I didn't ruin it. I'm definitely not blue anymore. Horsey? Oh, I fight this guy. Should I make a group? Now that I've engaged it? I don't know if I can solo it. Kill the guy. Pet the horse. Okay. You say kill the guy. You say that. Trink needs to be kicked. Okay. Well, my kick is on a 30-second cooldown because I play a Shadow Priest. Trinket. Fear one of them, and then I have a kick for the next one. Oh, I forgot to kick it, though. Shrink is, oh, it's just reduced my damage by 15%. That's not a make or break. That's fine. I thought it was gonna, like, wipe me. I think I can make it. I think this is just gonna take me a minute. Unless he's stacking it up on me. I'm so little. Look at how little I am. This is gonna be a problem. Okay. I believe... Thank you very much, guys. I'll check out the sub list shortly. Yeah, I don't have a stop for that one. That might be a good moment to heal. He doesn't hurt that bad, which is nice. I feel like I'm fighting that intro, that thing that you fight at the very beginning of Exile's Reach when you're on the boat. And he's like, I'm jumping behind you. I'm behind you. I'm behind you. Make sure to always face your enemy. And I feel like that's exactly what this guy's doing. I want my horsey. I can see it. Heal. Heal. File. Did he pants me? I had a debuff and I swear it was called pantsed. It increases my damage taken. Are you telling me I need my pants for protection? Okay, we're almost done. Oh, that scared me. That's a world quest thing, I think. Okay. And then I pet the horse. Or tame the horse. Hey! Ow! Ooh! Ew! Ow. Nope! Leave me alone! Not for me! No thanks! Goodbye! I'm leaving! Zeems, thanks very much for the 12-month resub. Happy 1-year sub-anniversary, and Smoogle with a brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. So much jumping and teleporting behind in this X-Pack, and as a tank, it makes me very angry. I understand. I thought he was going to drop a curious coin. See, I can get horses sometimes. Shimmer Mist Runner. Let's take a look at this. I didn't want to stick around. Shimmer Mist Runner. Set his favorite. Oh, the colors are cheating. Of course I'm gonna love blue and purple stuff. Does it fly? I bet it flies. It's a corset, right? Like all the coursers fly. It also flies. Sick. Yay! Oh, she looks so perfect. That's like my perfect new... I know it's like from Ardenweald, but it's like kind of gonna fit in Elysium Hold, you know? Like they got coursers out in Bastion. It's gonna, that's my look. At least you got hella plates for your new horse. Unicorn Hazel. What resolution was the loading screen? I don't know. Hazel, you're dying. I'm fine. Unless you mean just like over time, in which case that's true. We're all gonna die one day. I will die before some of you and after others. Not that I know which, but... Are you gonna hunt down the 50 crystals for the Silver Bastion kitty mount? One day, yes. Today, I don't know about all that. Okay, so I got my dungeon quest done. I got 3 new mounts. I'm in love with this one in particular. That's fantastic. I need to go into the maw. Just fine. I know I need to do more Torghast as well. Soul Ash wise, I have just the 300 that I got, and I think you can get up to 800 this week. I don't know if I'm gonna do all my Torghast, but I think I want to at least do that story quest, maybe a daily or 2, and then I want to try a little Torghast as holy, I think. Thanks for the existentialism. Got you. We're all gonna die one day. You're welcome. I used to, the thought, and I promise I won't have a long crisis today, but the thought used to really freak me out, and it kind of doesn't anymore, because the stakes aren't very high. You know, it doesn't really matter, and all we can do is just kind of experience life. I used to think that the end point of nihilism was to enjoy life, because nothing matters. And I've realized now that you can't have just joy. That's not how any of this works. And instead, all I need to do is experience life. And I'm going to do that by default anyways. So the choices that I make are just about what type of life do I want to experience. And some of it's for me and some of it's not, and that's fine. Now you just need the swift gloom hoof. Hazel, always so chipper and positive until she tells us we're all going to die. You know, it's just so we can really treasure each other while we're here. I promise this won't be a long crisis today. Should I do these dailies? Is it worth it? How do you guys feel about Maw dailies? Like, do I even care? Disrupt the Mossworn's intent. I'm gonna go do that story quest first, because I know that I actually need to do. I'm gonna follow the road. Remember first finding out what death was in a car ride to the local swimming pool. It was hysterical. Oh no. Oh dear. Stygia good? Is the cinematic No More Lies in the game or just data mined? I don't know. I watched it on Wowhead, or I guess YouTube through Wowhead. I haven't seen it myself, but I also haven't finished this campaign. It's possible that there's a Torghast quest. It supposedly plays after like a Torghast campaign quest. I assume it's in the game and I just haven't gotten to it yet. Just let me mount in the Maw. The Maw event dropped mythic level gear. Yeah, I heard that. Is that this thing, the Wrath of the Jailer Nail Crotix? It can drop, though. Like, not a guaranteed drop, right? Do you remember Suramar and how you didn't want to do it? Go do the Maw. I know. At least Suramar was pretty. Don't get me wrong. The Maw's cool. Like, it's got atmosphere. It's just not a place that I want to set up camp in. Oh, man. It's a Wrath. It's chance to drop. You can farm it daily. Yeah, but, like, how good are my odds? I'm going to get raid gear eventually, and I'm just going to wear that forever. How come you're out in the open not using the Torghast portal thing? Because I don't know what you mean. I am baby. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. I made muffins a few days ago. Those were good. That's the realm that I'm familiar with. I'm very confused by Torghast, or by the Maw, honestly. I don't really know. I can pour ghast. I can pour ghast. I can tort back to turtle tort. Desserts. I am hungry. I can tort back to, I can pour it back to Venari, which isn't even Torghast. A couple more times with the cipher that they told me to get, and that's all I know. 404, Hazel not found. Please feed turtle tort. I was looking at dessert recipes for some reason. Oh, you know what it was? Oh no. Every time that you see me do the little Macarena here, that's me trying to mount. That's not the Macarena. I was eating Jello pudding for my pre-expansion release snacks haul, which is really just kind of a grocery trip. It was just normal food. But I wanted to get some different stuff. It was also the first time I'd driven to that grocery store by myself. And I got some pudding mix because I was like, I like pudding. No one here to stop me getting pudding. I'm getting pudding. And I bought 2 boxes of Jello instant pudding mix or whatever. And I made one of them. And I was eating it and I was like, this is fine. But you know what I remember is I remember on their website, they had all these recipes to make like pies and I don't know, fancy puddings and stuff. Because they really just want you to buy Jello and Cool Whip. Like they're all using that conglomerate's products. But I remember the recipes being kind of awful, you know, just like crimes against baking, but also kind of a good idea. And I was debating whether I wanted to make something like that. I think they had like a Jello brand turtle tort or something like that. And I was looking at it being like, this is a mistake that I might make. Oh man. How important is your covenant choice? Can you ever change it? You can change it. It's pretty important, but it's not unchangeable. And it's not like life or death. You can succeed in the game and you can get through the general content playing whatever you want, really. All right, so we've got a coin to bring back. Oh no, the thingy's over. I don't know how often that happens. There's also a daily up there, but I don't want to go. It's far. There's a moth swarm that patrols on a bear. Oh yeah, I did that last time. That was my single moment of joy in the moths when I took the mount. I just logged off a rare 2 mount Drop Knight, Shimmer Mist Runner, and Wild Seed Cradle. Easy to get both. Very nice. Dahlia, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Yeah, we just did both of those a little earlier in this stream actually. The heck is a turtle tort? I should Google it. It's delicious. Let me see. Turtle tort. So turtles are generally, it's like a caramel chocolate situation, sometimes with pecans, because my understanding is that turtles are a type of candy. It's like a chocolate that you might get around holidays. Should I help kill that thing? Borgeth. I have a quest. It's probably gonna help my quest. But like, the jailer gets mad when you kill his friends, and honestly, I don't want to make him mad. I have no quarrel with his friends. I don't know what Borgeth is up to. I have no problem with Borgeth. Everybody else seems to be ganging up on Borgeth. What did he ever do to me? I mean, I like doidles. I had to say, love your content in YouTube. Oh, thanks, Miggle. Turtles are a kind of candy. I mean, they are. Just like, so are, what's another example? Nerds. Right? Like, you might get nerds, and those are candy, and you would eat them, but that doesn't mean that you're eating your friends. Yeah, we used to get turtles around Christmas time. I'm assuming that turtle tort is connected to that. Maybe there's an earlier use of the word turtle to describe, like, a chocolate caramel pecan thing. And I'm guessing it's pecans, honestly. Or pecans, depending on how you like to say it. Anyways. A turtle tort. Layers of chocolate cake, whipped cream. Oh, this one's, oh yeah, I think pecans are important to the turtle. You are friends with nerds? Oh man, all my friends are such nerds. I enjoy that we kind of roast each other for it whenever somebody does something that's just like really, or it's just like a fun comeback. You nerd. Because, like, we're all dorks here. Like, we know, nobody thinks, I mean, it's 2020. I think we've all kind of accepted that people can like things. I haven't in my own, I've been out of high school for a long time, but even when I was in high school, maybe I just went to a really chill high school, but nobody was particularly upset with people for being nerds. Besides, nerds are hot now, you know? I'll never learn. Don't watch Hazel when hungry. Boar gives toy. Now you must kill. Does he really? I didn't get it. What does he give me? All the things and my rarity isn't showing me, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have it. She does talk food a lot, doesn't she? It's funny. I only stream for 2 hours a day. You'd think that if I stream for like 10 hours, like through a mealtime, then food would come up just when I naturally get hungry. I guess I stream ahead of mealtime. Usually, I stop the morning streams, then I have lunch. And then for these evening streams, I cut them off at 5, and then I'll usually go unwind for a little bit and then start to think about dinner. What am I at? 45%? I'm only at 45%? We just spent 10 years beating up on Borgeth. Only when hungry, which is often. Food is just one of those things that you can get excited about without having to, like, justify it, I think. Because you're always going to need to eat. When I'm imagining hobbies, in my mind, often I'm balancing the cost of a hobby versus the amount of equipment it needs versus how important is it that I really chase this? Like, what if instead of getting into, you know, exotic basket weaving, what if instead I just didn't and played WoW? Like, I could save a lot of money and space if I did that instead. But with food, I feel like getting excited about food and learning to make different foods and just enjoying eating different foods is one of the few things that still brings color and makes my days different from each other. Not much different. I eat the same things an awful lot. But when I imagine my life 10 years from now and I'm fantasizing about what I would like to be like and what I would like to do, I would basically just like to live in a house and occasionally cook different things in my kitchen. My dream life is one where sometimes I'm like, you know what I've never made is bean salad. And then I like get the stuff and I make a bean salad and I find out if it's any good. It's a hobby that doesn't have, you know what it is? It's a secondary profession. Cooking is a secondary profession. You do not need to give up your main profession in order to pursue and gain value from cooking. It's just like, wow, World of Warcraft set me up for life just fine. I need 20%. Oh, no. Oh. I'm gonna be here forever. Unless he kills me, in which case I'm not gonna be here forever. How do you feel? How do you feel? You feel like you want to kill a charred behemoth nearby, Boomkin? I will help. Oh, wow, you do so much more damage than me. What did you do? What are you wearing? What am I wearing? Holy smokes. Wow, I'm behind. Slash bow. Nuked. 2 minutes is in fact 10 years. It would have been 10 years if that Boomkin had not descended like a god from the heavens. Goodness. Also, I only need 5% more. I do not play Discipline Priest now. I'm a holy main now, and then I'm using Shadow for like questing and stuff. And he puts the boom in Boomkin. That guy's ahead. That guy is slaying. I don't know who that is, but I'm a fan. I want to be them when I grow up. Look at me with my little 132 belt. What am I doing with my life? I'm just a big whiny baby. All I want to do is no life WoW, and you know, sometimes I just, you know, can't yet. I will. I'll find time. Thick chicken gun. The hunt for a mossborn crossbow commences. I think that was more than just a boom. That Boomkin was bomb. Hubby has an awesome bean salad recipe. If I do make a bean salad, I'm going to have to accept the fact that it is just for me. My partner cannot eat anything like that. But if I ever lived closer to family, then I could like share food, or like, you know, heaven forbid, you know, a year or two from now, hopefully in a more COVID controlled world, have people over for dinner. Imagine. I feel like I've been living in a box for this entire year. I don't really remember what January through March were like, but ever since March, I've just been inside, and it's all blended together into like one very big amorphous time. It's a one-use item you can pick up around the forges. Other areas, it does a mad amount of damage one time. It's your favorite zone in the game. Why is it Ardenweald? Bastion is my favorite zone in the game, actually. I know Ardenweald's really gorgeous, but Bastion is just. It just speaks to me. It was a kaboom. Oh, yeah, no. The link eating isn't. We don't have a command that can permit it. It's in like my Twitch settings. It's just kind of a blanket policy. An intriguing piece of currency. There you go. Be intrigued. Whatever you want. Have some Stygia. Give me some Stygia. Do I care about any of this? I have 1,500 Stygia. I feel like I should buy it. Oh, this is a permanent upgrade. Oh, okay, so I should definitely get those. I don't really know what they mean by this. Like, I've gotten Obleron armament upgrades. I didn't realize they capped them. I'm just gonna get the Riftwalker thing. This seems good. Maybe that's what somebody was talking to me about before. So I use that, and I enable transportation via chaotic rift stones, which can be found in the mall. I don't really understand, but it's fine. Let's go. Oh, there's a thing I can turn in. Oh, no, that's Torghast. Okay. COVID changed Thanksgiving for me forever. No extended family this year was so nice. No arguing, no whining, no complaining, no nitpicking the food. Small holidays can be nice sometimes. I took one look at the adorable owl people of Bastion. I knew there was no other choice. Yeah. They're just, look at her.
Is there work to be done?
Is there work to be done? Like, she's just got such a can-do attitude. She's a real inspiration. Can you play me a song? I do that all the time. Oh dear. All right. I'm assuming this turns in. Honestly, I don't know where that turns in. When I was in Venari's thing, oh, it turns into the Rune Carver. Oh, I see. Okay, I do know. I thought they were just sending me back outside of Venari, and I'm like, I just came from there. I'm good. I caught up. Or I'm making compliment people, right? I do that every time I'm in a dungeon. Well, I do it once a day when I'm in a dungeon. It's got a cooldown, but okay. Discover a way to break him free. Can't I just like chew on him? I guess I'm just a little human. Does Stygia reset? Stygia is like Maw currency. It doesn't reset, but you can drop some of it when you die. you drop some of it when you die. So I don't, although you can pick it back up again if you get back to your body. I don't really know how risky it is to wander around with like a ton of Stygia. I know I'm gonna die in the maw. Got Pico and make him follow me around with his little tootie flute all the time. I'm impressed by how long they stay up. They seem to follow you around for quite a while, and the fact that you can summon them back every 5 minutes, like all their important stuff takes longer than that, but. Okay, purchase an anima suppressifer. Now you're just making words up. Recover 5 molten anima from Zoval's cauldron. Alright. I need a suppressifer, please. Oh, I can afford it. That's nice. Alright. Back out we go. Are you liking being a human, Hazel? In the game or just like in general? Sometimes I wish I could fly. I get birds in my balcony and they seem like they're having a great time. And then sometimes I have dreams that I can fly and those are really fun. And then I wake up in my little human meat bag and I'm like, wow. I mean, I can use computers, but I can't fly. Birds can't use computers. I think I would still stick with being human. In WoW, because I'm pretty sure that's what you meant, and I'm just messing with you. In WoW, it's wonderful. I feel really cute. I like wearing my favorite armor and having it be kind of big, kind of taller than gnome. Even though you're still, as a human, you're still definitely shorter than most races. You're shorter than elves and Draenei and like Worgen and Koltirans and orcs and Tauren and trolls. You're shorter than almost everybody except like the short races. But I really like it. I've always liked female human. I don't know what I'm doing. I got my suppressifer. I've lost it. My bags were so clean. My bags were so clean at the beginning of Shadowlands, and it's just all really gone downhill. I've been carrying this Kyrian bell around ever since I looted it while leveling, and I haven't used the thing once. I should just stash that in my bag. Ooh, the thingy's back up. I lost my suppressifer. It's gone. I don't know. Feel cute. Might reroll later. I've been 5-star wanted in the maw before. It's a bad time. You don't really want to wander around in the maw. Do you get mad just from being here? I thought he only got mad at you when you hurt his buddies. I thought it was just from killing mobs. Molten anima. Will this do it? That one says it's gonna give me molten anima. Maybe it'll just drop it. Just drops from mobs. It's a quest item, so it is in your bag. Okay. Oh, I got it. I got a quest. That's not what I was looking for. I need molten anima. That guy, I betcha. Fine. Hello, old friend. We meet again. 5-star mad is funny, but once the flying dudes start picking you up, the protectors have a small chance. The elementals drop at 100%. Okay. This guy, he should give me like 4. Look at how big he is. I bet. Look at his big hands. He's got lava cakes for days. He must have something good for me. I betcha. I betcha. Also, I cannot seem to purge his heating up. There we go. I guess I just wasn't pressing the right keybind. This interface, I wish I could move it because sometimes it's just right in the middle of where I'm looking. Ow, 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 ow. Rude. I do appreciate that Shadowman seems to pick me up pretty strongly. Like if I fear something and it can fear, I can usually top myself with Shadowman, and I find that while I don't do a ton of damage, I can often, as long as I'm not being like overwhelmed by mobs that are spell pushing me back, I can usually kind of squeak my way through. Toxic Sand, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Oh dear. Oh dear. I jinxed it. Thanks for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Scroll Squad. Don't die. I'm sorry. I died. Can't move anything. Oh, I gotta get my Stygia back. I hate that you can't move the Eye of the Jailer. Hate the strong move, but it irks me. It is irksome. This is just WoW Dark Souls. Yeah. Is it funny that I think I actually enjoy Dark Souls more than the Maw, just because, well, I don't know. Maybe when I finally accomplish something in the Maw, I'll feel accomplished, because that's what I like about Dark Souls, is that it's punishing and it's dark and it's hard, but then when you finally do it, you know that you did it, and it gives you a sense of pride and accomplishment that I don't often get from games. So maybe that's gonna kick in, but maybe I'll just be like, wow, I finally made it through. So that elemental should help me. That should be good. Help. Oh, what about the embers? No, those are too small. Strategy for Rini and Maldraxxus. If it's a pet battle, I recommend the ones on Zufu's pet guides. wow-petguides.com is where I grabbed all of my strategies from this time around. If it's not a pet battle, then I don't know. I know people are talking about collecting a pet from out there. Blarka, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I am only 1 of 5 molten anima, and I'm mad about it. Looking for elementals, I suppose. Can you do Torghast more than once a day for rewards? You can do... Is it not a weekly loot for each layer? Question mark? Chat will know better than me. I haven't done enough Torghast to really be able to tell you, but I thought it was a weekly thing. Yeah. But you can get, like, if you only did one level, like one thingy, one bit of it, then you should be able to go do more, do higher levels, do other types of areas, and get new soul ash. Weekly per layer, yeah. It is for a pet, but it's a multi-part quest from Ardenweld, I see. Yeah, you can run it all you want. I think most people, unless they're just having a really grand old time, will probably move on once they get their thing. No, you're not an elemental. You are. Fantastic. I'm in Torghast for the first time. It's interesting. Yeah. I need to try it as a different spec. And also, I'm curious to try it grouped, because maybe that would be more fun. I know that in, one of the reasons why I was hesitant to do Horrific Visions group was because there was so much there were so many sort of ground-targeted mechanics, and I felt like it would feel frustrating to end up getting trapped in somebody else's ground-targeted mechanics. And it feels like there's less of that in Torghast. Maybe I just haven't done enough Torghast to really see it yet. Oh, I did it. There we go. And if you do layer 3 before you do layer 1 and 2, you get the reward for layer 1 and 2 as well as the reward for layer 3. But you can't do that until you've cleared up to 1 and 2 at least once, like, in your life. So, like, this week, because it's the first week, you're going to have to hard clear all of it. But then next week, like, if you get up to layer 3 and you want to do... You know, if you, and then you can just start in the middle and then it'll give you all the rewards so you don't have to do the lower levels. But is it a question? I think I'm not, there's a thing I don't understand, but I don't really need to understand it yet. If I complete layers 1 and 2 in the Soul Forges, and then I go to the Twinkly Gardens or whatever on earth the other one is, can I then skip to layer 3, or do I need to clear layers 1 and 2 on other types of Torghast as well? Average wait time for Halls of Atonement's 5 minutes. I've been in the queue for 45. Hashtag DPS problems. Healer queues are like instant. It's great. You should just try being a healer. You ever heal? It unlocks layer 3. Okay. Layer clears are universal. Fantastic. That's good. That is a piece of Torghast good news. Unlocks give you the rewards at lower levels. Oh. I definitely want a Twinkling Gardens Torghast level. I wonder if having like a Bastion or an Ardenweald themed Torghast would have made me like it more, or if I'm just using the aesthetic as an excuse when, in fact, it's my lack of understanding about the mode and my lack of being able to navigate around the floors that is making me frustrated right now. Because, like, I talk a hard game about how I don't tend to like really desolate zones, and I just don't enjoy my time there. But I've played, I like Dark Souls games, and those are desolation everywhere. Typically, anyways. All right, so that was just for some rep, I suppose. And then this. All right, so I'm finally going to unlock legendaries. I'm not in too big of a hurry, honestly, to unlock legendaries or even to grind maximum soul ash. I should try to get through enough Torghast to get my 800 or whatever soul ash for the week, but I'm not too stressed about it because my power that I want drops from Denathrius, and I'm not getting that for a while. And I don't think I want to craft like a gimme, to tide me over legendary. I think I just want to wait. Shaman can't solo layer 3. Dude, I was kind of having a hard time on layer 1. I am not feeling confident about my chances. I wanted to try healing, nervous about it though. You can always start with the easy stuff. You can just heal normal dungeons and get yourself used to your buttons and your cooldowns. I do recommend setting up mouse over healing either via an add-on or via macros. I use macros for mine. Mouse over healing is great and it's going to make things feel really comfy once you get used to it. But yeah, nobody needs you to heal like high keys or heroic rates from day one. You can start off with like the easy queued stuff. I also find it to be less pressure than tanking because nobody really needs you to know where to go as a healer. Your whole job is to follow the group around, don't stand in stuff, and then heal people when they take damage, and they give you buttons for that. So, just tried level 3 Torghast, couldn't do it. Hey everyone, hello Chili Cat X. I also, when I did my Torghast, I was at a level like 145, and I'm not much better now, but I know some of my friends that are like cruising through and crushing decent levels of Torghast. I know they're also like doing Mythic Zeros as well, like they have better gear. So I think that if you're struggling, you know, it will get easier as we get more equipped over the coming weeks. Okay, hey, achievement. I did something. Collect 1,250 soul ash, and we can't even do that this week. So that is as far as that is going for the moment. Every spec can solo every level of Torghast. It's not supposed to be easy since you have infinite attempts. Yeah, but not at every gear level. But yeah, every spec should be able to do it. Managed to clear level 3 solo as a Demon Hunter tank. Others in my guild are having trouble in other classes. Yeah, I want to try one. I don't have time now, but I want to try one as Holy and see what that feels like. 8-10 this week. So Torghast, similar to Horrific Visions, I understand, has handicaps built in if you queue as a solo tank or as a solo healer, so that you don't have to worry about your damage being lower. But yeah, any spec should be able to do. I just want to know if it feels better as a Holy Priest over a Shadow Priest. Pally is pretty good. Yeah. Hunter seems fun because you have a pet to tank for you. Although my big issue is getting lost, and I don't think there's any spec in the game that's going to give me a better sense of direction. I am out of time for today. I must wrap up, but tomorrow I'll be here bright and early, unless you live anywhere that's not on the West Coast, in which case it's like later in the day, but 10 a.m. Pacific for a morning Saturday stream. I'm probably going to be looking forward to doing some like callings and world quest stuff, maybe some more dungeons, maybe some pet collecting. I want to do everything and I only have 2 hours to do it in, so we'll pack in some good stuff. Thank you all very, very much. Pythe Starfish, cheers for your 15-month resub. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.